Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Jules, here for What Culture Gaming, joined by Scott Tailford. And if we're together, that can mean only one thing. It is time to hit that jingle.
Hot dang, there's news, give it all you got. I guess it's time for Jules and Scott.
And we are back in the room. And if we're here, so that means we've got some news.
Yes.
Today's news is
Oh, do you
about
know-
my favourite man of all time, who definitely isn't a liar. It's Peter Molyneux.
I'll tell you what I'm not going to lie about. I forgot to prepare the notes, but they're there now.
Fantastic.
Anyway.
Professional as always.
Yes.
So Peter Molyneux was talking to IGN recently, and what they were talking about, no surprise given his lineage, is Fable, and the fact that there's a new Fable game, Fable 4, that's potentially coming out under the Microsoft banner it's sometime in the future.
Are you telling me that people don't care about Goddess?
People cared about it, and when they cared, they got angry.
Yeah, they got...
Peter Molyneux and anger go together. It's like a sandwich, mate. And the filling is his lies. Anyway, he was lying. He was conducting an interview with IGN, and he was doing his usual thing, which was talking about Fable. Now, he is in no way attributed to the new Fable that's coming out.
Nope.
He did say that Microsoft was stupid for basically ditching Fable Legends.
I missed that.
Yeah, he basically just went off on one. But he came back round when they asked him, how would you make Fable 4?
Yes, so it seems like they had this kind of vague, or general conversation about what he would have done if he was going to do Fable 4. And I'm just going to run through these, and we'll
say
react to them.
whether or not we like them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he talked about before Fable 1, there was the whole foundation of the guild, because in the first one you deal with the guild master and whatever. So he said if you did Fable 4, it would have been set before Fable 1. And I guess it would have been like the prequel thing.
Well, like setting up the guild itself, effectively.
Yeah, well, that's what he mentions. He's like...
It's one of those things where I liked Fable's lore.
Yes.
I don't need to know where it all starts and ends.
Yeah.
It's the same with the Star Wars.
I was just going to say,
syndrome.
we have like an obsession with, like, well, where did they come from?
It's like,
it's fine.
Why can't it just exist?
Yeah.
It's fine.
No one wants a Han Solo movie, ever.
Wow.
Anyway.
That's a different topic.
It is, but so yeah, he was like, the Land of Albion back then would have been more primitive, and he talked about, setting up the guild. So I guess that would have been the one that we got. He said the combat would have been more brutal as well.
Will it all be on one button again?
It might be. It worked. That was alright. Did you like Fable 2? Is it you?
No, I
think you or Josh doesn't like Fable 2.
I think the Fable 2 was a fine game. I just really resented that bit where he was just like, I'm going to really revolutionise how combat is, all on one button.
It worked though.
It didn't though, because you ended up with just doing the same combo again because you didn't get it in the tiny window, like hitting a... Anyway...
Oh, I like Fable 2.
Was it more violent, visceral combat? How does that mean? Just stabbing people in the eyes?
Well, he says he would love to see brutal, visceral, and fluid combat, and a fluid combat system that left permanent scars, which we did laugh about when we first read this.
Yeah, because
that was in Fable 2, though.
He had a thing which is when you died, you got a new scar, up to a certain amount.
Yes.
But very few times would you die in Fable, in my opinion.
I don't... It's weird because he did that and he was like, well, because his whole justification, I remember this from 2005 or whatever, he was like, the hero never dies, the hero just gets knocked back and they come back. And everyone likes the bit when the hero comes back. So why don't we simulate that in the game every time you die? So he's like, you get knocked down, you get a wound, and you come back again.
Yeah.
But that didn't have any ramifications for anything other than just like thematics, other than just you being like, that's cool, I'm still alive.
It would have been cool if the villagers, for example, had been like, wow, you're some sort of freak zombie.
Well, they do eventually.
You disgust me with your visage. Like, what is going on with your face?
It's just, what if I was horribly scarred and would you turn me away? That's not life.
Yes, I'm a very, very vain and shallow man.
But so they had that in too, where you could get sliced up and whatever. And but I don't think it had any. People would say oh, he looks a bit like he's been hit in the face or whatever, and that was which is just what they say anyway. So, and how you talk in the mornings.
Yeah, so it's one of those things where it's like, fine, I guess. There's nothing revolutionary so far.
So, a brutal, visceral, fluid combat system. Weapons like short swords, long swords, dagger spears, longbows, crossbows are all in there and have their own combat feel and specialities.
That would be nice, actually, because the variance was one thing that I would say that the Fable games lacked quite a lot. It's that all of your melee weapons kind of felt the same, all of your ranged weapons kind of felt the same. So having more distance, different tactics. The only time you'd really notice any big difference is if you had the massive hammer. That's the only time you'd really notice it.
See, I quite like the sort of rhythm you got occasionally where it was like ba ba ba, hit a guy and then hold the button, charge it, they come back in, you decimate them all, you move on. It had I like that. I quite like that. That was quite fluid, I thought. It was repetitive though.
But to be fair, if they could... it was slightly better than Dynasty Warriors, the way that they do it. We're just hammering the same combo things. However.
You and Dynasty Warriors.
I love them. If they were going to make it more visceral, I would love to see a Fable game where I could squash one of those, what are they called again, hogs?
I don't know. Depends where you go with this.
The tiny little like gremlin-y dudes.
Oh, they call it hoblins?
Whatever.
Hobs.
But like crush one and then see all of its guts just spill out the size of the hammer.
I don't want to what?
Be wicked.
No, it wouldn't.
Peter, you can make that one.
Peter?
Molyneux.
Oh right, I was like Peter's not. Yeah. I don't want super gory, gutsy, intestinal flailing Fable. I don't. It's got to be lush.
Yeah.
Luscious.
And what else has he said?
He was an idea where you would craft your own spells, but he didn't go into it anymore other than saying that you would craft your own spells.
A game already did that. Divinity 2? Is that what it's called?
Divinity 2 did, and my mind went to Magicka, but that's more that you're combining stuff.
Wicked.
Yeah, but that's
like
like you're combining like a bunch of different like shoulder button combos to do different things. But I think what he means is kind of like what you had in Fable, where if you held the button longer, you would like go up tiers and then do different levels.
Yeah.
But I think he means that you would do like, oh, Sparkle goes with Area, goes with whatever. Oh, I know what it is. I don't even think you've played it. It's Plague Knight. In the Plague Knight, the Shovel Knight, the Plague Knight. I'm going to talk about Shovel Knight. Plague Knight. In Plague Knight, you design your own bombs and your own spells and stuff.
Right, okay.
And just everyone played Shovel Knight in the thing.
Scott said he loves Shovel Knight so much that he was actually going to buy me a copy of Shovel Knight
to
play.
I offered most people in the office. I was like, just play it. Just play the thing. And I'll do it. I'm going to get a tattoo and everything.
When payday rolls around, mate, Reaper's coming to call him.
Do any of you guys want a copy of Shovel Knight? Just
message him.
Just give you a shot.
He'll give you a free copy.
I'll let you know. So we had this whole idea of the crafting magic thing. We didn't go into any detail about it. And the next thing that he talked about was, how we had the dog companion in 2?
Dog.
Yeah. He talked about that you would be able to choose a different style of companion. You would either have... And the examples that he gave are pure Molyneux. You'd have a dog, fine. A cat, fine. Yeah, all right, it would probably walk away, but whatever. A fish. Why do you want a fish? Anyway, how are you going to keep a fish with you?
I didn't see that coming. I thought you were going to say like a bird or something like that. I'd be like, that makes more sense. Like fish is in a bowl, just kind of like trying to fight off loads of people.
Like American Dad, just carry it around in a bowl the whole time. Jesus. But yeah, Mr. Molyneux thinks that Fable 4 would be better with a fish companion.
That just shows his mindset, doesn't it?
I can't disagree with him.
Dog, cat, fish. Like, that's just his brain. Normal, mad. Okay.
Oh, like Fable 3.
What else we got?
He also said that you'd be able to build a home, or you like the idea of building a home.
Yeah, I mean, that would be
He's
pretty
definitely
cool.
been playing Skyrim. Yeah. Because he's got all this weapon stuff and the whole homestead thing.
Yeah, fair enough.
Whatever. He'll be on the Switch next, because that's what they do. The other one is that he thinks that the world would be better if it was teeming with lots of smaller creatures to interact with.
Yes, it would, because that is the one thing that Fable always was lacking.
Yes.
You didn't have that much to do in the world to explore. Mm-hmm. Because they were built like levels, they had sort of very finite pockets to explore. And that'd be much better.
I always like when you can go and clear out a bandit camp. I know it's the most basic thing, but I like it.
Look, let's choose your favourite game in the world, Breath of the Wild. That does it well because you have such large expanses, but it feels like there's always something going on around the corner.
And I remember
that's what Fable needs to have.
Yeah, I remember loving that in Far Cry 3 as well. And so part of the whole make the world feel more interactive or whatever is he talks about rideable dragons and god-sized giants.
What?
That's just
again, he's just dropped off the deep end. There. All right, Pete. Let's just wrap this interview up, please. Any closing remarks?
Rideable dragons,
god-sized
beasts.
Yeah, see you later, Pete. Catch you later, mate.
22 cans. That's how many he's had.
Yeah. Peter Pisshead Molyneux. Brilliant.
I actually don't know why it's called 22 cans. Literally. But that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So rideable dragons and all that kind of thing. And then just getting the laughs out.
Is that okay? Yeah. And
that's a Molyneux. That's a bingo. His last thing is that he said that your alignment should basically be based on how you play the game. So he said your alignment based on your actions, you might become a thief if you sneak and steal, or you'll become a knight if you adhere to a code of honor.
Yes.
Bang that.
Yes, that is exactly what we wanted, Pete. That's what we wanted from all the other games.
Is it what we wanted, or is it Skyrim?
It is very much Skyrim, but at the same time, that's the type of morality system that he was always banging on about. He's saying that your actions determine who you are, not the choices that you make from doing them. Mm-hmm. So, yes, Peter. This again, you're pitching us Fable that you should have made.
Oh, but Fable's good. Fable 1 and 2.
You combine them all together, you get a decent game. Because there are strengths and weaknesses in all of them, and the weaknesses sometimes do not overweigh. That is just my opinion. I've played every single one of them. I've completed every single one of them. I don't know why I keep falling for it, but maybe it's because I have been spurned like a lover again and again.
But you liked it during. That's why.
No,
it's
do you know how disappointing? One of my most disappointing moments in my life was when I played Fable 3.
In your life?
It was.
Actually, I'll back that.
Yeah, it was. And it was when you became the king at the very end and you got to make all the choices, and then boom, one decision later, 300, 200 days had passed, and I was like, that was one of the best features we had in the game, and you've just squandered it.
It was that whole thing where you had to walk through the menu, and it was like, you got John Cleese, brilliant, and then it was like, you're gonna have to walk to see him, and like, oh, you want to go through a menu, you've got to walk to him. I don't know, but Fable's very up and down. None of this necessarily matters because it's Playground who are doing Fable 4, if they're doing it at all. It hasn't been officially confirmed.
Yeah.
But check out the video for that. But yeah, that's as much as what Molyneux would have done. It's certainly interesting.
Yeah, as ever, just basically opening the door to madness that is Peter Molyneux's brain and mouth.
I'm game.
And anyway, that has been the news. Will Fable 4 happen, and will it be anything like basically Peter Molyneux's Skyrim that he has just described? Let us know what you think and hope for the future down in the comment section below. Then swing by whatculture.com for more news and articles like this every goddamn day. As always, I've been Jules.
I've been Scott.
We'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes, it is a new hat.